Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. We are live here at CrossFit Forest Hills. Just got done with the 6 a.m. class. My name is Pete Kernow. If you are just tuning in, let me go ahead and put that right up there. Let me see. Boom. Got it. All right, Jesse told me I need to wait a little bit and need to go a little bit longer today. Maybe he'll be able to jump on and join us, give you time to also join us as well. Well, good morning to everybody. It's another cold one here. If Alexa was plugged in, which she's not, I would ask her the weather, but it's about 20 degrees or so, some snow. We have the camera actually put on a different plane here, so we're trying to get the square up type look. You can't see the logo, but we got this wide angle or so. So we're working on it, ladies and gentlemen. We're working on it. We are working on it. Huge turnout this morning. Huge. Jason and I, we tore it up. Hadn't seen Jason in a while. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Question of the day today. Prepare for ... Go ahead and drop your answers. Opt in so I can see. We're on this new platform. If you're just joining us, we're getting fancy, okay? So if you're looking at us, we got some logos on the screen. We got the question of the day on the screen. We got the workout on the screen. We got a lot of good things happening. We got the fans swinging in the back here. Got to find, there it is. Boom. And we got this. Boom. Look at the workout right here. Boom. That workout. It's like a green screen right here. Got the logo. So we're getting fancy. We are getting fancy. Question of the day. Prepare for. Let me go ahead and see if I can not get Final Cut up here. And let me see here. Where's my window at? View. I'm going to get my comments and reactions. Where did they go? Comments and reactions. There it is. Boom. All right, nobody commented or reacted anyway, so it didn't matter. So go ahead and drop your comments or your reactions. Go ahead and throw some love up on the screen. Throw some hearts, throw some emojis, throw some bicep curls on the screen. If you haven't seen the bicep curl video, I suggest you watch that video. Actually, watch this. We'll just go ahead and play that video. Watch this. Let me choose my file here. And we're going to go ahead and play these videos. Recent, watch this. Bicep curls. Get ready for it. All the movements we do are functional, okay? That means they serve a purpose. You won't see us in here doing bicep curls. We just don't do it. Bicep curls. Look at that love. Whoever's dropping the love, we much appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Hope you like that video. We don't do bicep curls in here. You can, but there's no purpose. There's not functional. That's what I think. So, anyway. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and drop your answers. Prepare for. Question of the day. Prepare for. This actually came from a David Goggins video. And if you're not familiar with David Goggins, you need to go ahead and Google David Goggins right now on the Joe Rogan podcast and listen to his story. I think it's like 3 hours or so. You could probably break it down in like half hour. I'll tell you, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but just his story is absolutely incredible. And so he's very, very motivating. And he posted a video yesterday, I think, running in 42 degrees out, and it's raining, and he does this type of stuff. And a lot of people make excuses on not getting up and working out because it's too cold, or they don't want to run, or it's raining, or whatever the reason is. And that's what life does. It just it makes it very easy to make excuses and not do certain things. And I think he kind of does the complete opposite, goes right at it, and that really is the only way to win, is just to go right and attack your weakness. just attack it. And if you have excuses, just go right at the excuses, go right at the issue at hand, and you're going to be much, much better off in the end. Much better off in the end. So my answer, I'm stealing it from David Goggins: prepare for effing battle. All right? Prepare for effing battle, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You can watch that video. Go ahead to his Facebook page and watch his video. Prepare for battle. He said Coliseum of life. That's what it is. It's the Coliseum of life. Now as we prepare for battle, babe. Drop your answers. Prepare for. My answer is battle. All right, hey, we got a fun ladder workout today. We're doing some single arm dumbbell presses. So we're staying nice and tight in the core. We're engaging. Right, there's form to, you know, a single arm. There's form to everything, but especially a single arm single arm dumbbell press. All right, and this is a strict press. Even with push press, everything is going to have form. Okay, so what we want to make sure that we do, and we saw this yesterday when we went overhead, is hyperextension or overextension of the back, right, of your back. And what do I mean by that? This, where we're overextending, okay? So we want, and this is kind of hard to think about, but I want you to keep your rib cage down, but also squeezing your shoulder blades in the back, all right? So what it's going to do, it's almost like this, right? It's going to create this tight engagement of our body so that we can stack and easily press this weight up overhead. Now, if I see any bicep curls in the day, it's not good. Not a good thing. It's not going to be good if I see any bicep curls. Don't be trying to sneak in some bicep curls here when we're working on some strict dumbbell presses. All right, single arm dumbbell press, that's what we're doing. We're staying light. We're looking for 3 sets of each, right? So 3 presses, strict press with our right side, and we're going to turn it over, and then we're going to do 3 strict presses with our left side. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, go ahead and drop your answer. Prepare for is the question of the day. Prepare for. Throw some love up on the screen so I know that you like this or that you love this, and I can see some engagement. Because right now, not seeing any comments, not seeing any engagement. And that's okay for now. That's okay. It's still early. Maybe you got to get up. Maybe you got to get moving. It's 7:30. That's okay. That's okay. Prepare for Jason's answer. I'm going to share it. The unexpected. The unexpected. And, that's another great answer. And he shared some things with me this morning. Another car issues. Like, do not. Here's the deal. And I want to talk about this. And if you're listening this long, you're going to like this. Or you're going to not want to stay around us. Because whoever is really around us, and this is going to change, though, by the way. I'm trying to get this mic better. This mic, can you hear me better? I'm going to get this to change. But I swear, if you start hanging out with us, or maybe it's not even us, maybe it's someone, like a mole in the facility that has car issues, car problems. But I'm gonna take responsibility and say that it starts with me, and it starts with me. And ever since it didn't change the oil, I felt like we had car problems before that, and Ave can probably agree. I think we had a lot of car issues before, and and I think it's contagious. So we anybody who's around us has car issues. I don't know anybody who, everybody has car issues, cars breaking down, things happen. And so I'm going to say, fortunately and unfortunately, Jason's car, the engine basically blew up. And that's the same thing that happened to our GMC. Only problem was I didn't change the oil for him. It was just, the engine was time to go. And I think Jamie was having car issues, Mike car issues. I have, we got the whole car situation with us going on, where we had a car, we didn't have a car, we had a new car, we don't have a new car, and now we got this 240 I think about to be 1,000-mile vehicle out here, the LTC, the Lincoln Town Car. And if you haven't seen the Lincoln Town Car, you need to. That thing is a beast. A V8 in that thing, probably getting close to 17.2 miles to the gallon around the city at least. But that thing, and that has $6,000 of tune-ups or repair they got quoted on. And so now the shocks are going, so I'm literally driving around, and it's like, and boys are in the back. It's like it's a roller coaster on that thing, and but it's exciting. We're certainly blessed and thankful and grateful that we have a car to drive, and some people are walking 10 miles to work, and just crazy things. So at the end of the day, car issues, but I swear it's something with us. It's something, it's contagious, car issues, but there's going to be a point. I think our next car vehicle, like when that happens, I think all of our car issues go away. I think it's going to happen very quickly, and then that way all of the people that hang around us are also no longer going to have car issues. Because here's the deal. People that hang around us that are part of our crew here, like, you really don't have health issues. You really don't have, fitness issues. You really don't have mindset issues, or if it is, you're getting better. I mean, so Jason and I talked more about this. Like, you really are who you surround yourself with. And if you surround yourself with people that are motivated, that are work out, that are positive, like, it's just natural. You just become more like those types of people. And so if in fact, you start to hang around, other types of people, meaning people that smoke, people that do drugs, people that, drink a lot, people that play video games. I mean, whatever, your crew, your inner circle does, or, they like to do, look at the light go down, and you're going to become more like them. There's very few people in this world. I mean, and we're not strong enough. It's just natural, right? Like, if you got 5 people that are all like doing something, it's the peer pressure is kind of, it's a real thing, especially at a younger age when you just kind of don't know any better and your experience isn't there. You just aren't going to know. And so, peer pressure and the people you surround yourself with is a real thing. That is real. That is like, that is true. And, I learned this from Gary Vee, and now if you look at people, if you look at and just start to watch and pay attention to, the types of people or what they're doing or kind of what they'd like to do in their spare time, or, what their passions are, their visions are, their dreams are. And if you're not hanging around those types of people, like, you're just not going to become more like them unless you step outside your comfort zone and you step outside and you're the one that creates the vision. But it's so much easier. It is so much easier to go find other people that want things that you want, or that, like, you inspire to be. So, he was talking about, like, go to meetup.com or go to Facebook. It's just, hey, start hanging around the people that, that lift you up, and then that, like, you want to be like, and you'll become more like them. So that's a real thing. That's an absolute real thing. And so that's part of the preparing for battle thing, preparing for life, preparing for whatever life throws at you. It's going to be easy to make excuses, easy to, to say no, or to, not do certain things because it's too hard. But yeah, that's what, you got to be able to wake up every day and prepare for the Coliseum of life, for the battle of life every day. So who knows what's going to happen today, but you take it, and you're prepared for it. So you wake up early, you get it done. So Jay and I got the workout in already. So let's talk about it. We're about 15 minutes in, and finally talking about the workout with 0 comments, 2 loves. So I appreciate the love out there. Thank you for those that dropped the love. If you're just joining in, my name is Pete Kernow. We're live here at CrossFit Forest Hills, and been doing this quite some time now, or at least this morning jam session. And this is where we're gonna get. This is where, like, the long form. We're gonna have I'm going to say long form content comes from, and we're going to answer certain questions, and then this is where we're going to get some of that audio from and transcribe it. And so there's going to be a lot of moving parts to all of this going on, but it is a struggle to figure out all this technology and cameras and audio and wires, and I'm not typically good at that. I wouldn't say typically good. There's a lot of moving parts to this, and if no one else is going to do it, like you have to be the one to do it. You can't pay somebody to do it, or you got to stop making excuses. So you just got to do it. So we got to get it done, and we're getting better each and every day. All right, enough of that. So talking about the workout, Metcon today is a ladder going up. You can see it starts right away with 25 pull-ups. We then have 50 hand release push-ups. We have 75 sit-ups and then 100 double unders. Notice in the yellow here, you'll see break up as needed. So feel free to break this up. So this is a lot of volume at one time. 25 pull-ups. I'm going to say most people will not be able to hit that unbroken, okay? Straight up. And that's okay. What I want you to understand, or what I want you to know about this workout is that I want you to not stop at all. And what that means is if you cannot hit 25 pull-ups in a row, if you can hit 5 and then you have to drop and rest, don't drop and rest and then jump up again and do that. What I want you to do is move on to the next movement, right? Only if you aren't going to spend a lot of time resting, feel free to drop, shake it out, but get right back up there. So we are moving nonstop throughout this workout. I would say nonstop, but mostly nonstop throughout this workout. You may need to stop and shake this out. I tell you right now, I was able to hit all 25 pull-ups in a row. The 50 hand release push-ups, nope, had to shake it out. Shoot, I'd be surprised if David Goggins can do 50 hand release push-ups. No, he probably could. But honestly, it's very difficult, and you're going to want to shake it out. I did for a little bit, although I could have went, right into the sit-ups or, not stopped whatsoever and probably got a better time than I did. However, you'll also see that if you do complete this workout as written, which is in a row, which is 25 pull-ups, then 50 hand release push-ups, then 75 sit-ups, then 100 double unders, if you complete it in that order in those reps, that means you would get RX plus. And you know me, I'm trying to always step up my game and try to encourage you all to do the same at your ability level, obviously. And so if you're able to do that, if you are at that ability level, I more than encourage you to attempt going at this unbroken or as written, right? Even and we'll talk about it beforehand, right? So feel free, let's talk about it. If you're feeling certain way, if you want to go ahead and attack it, and I'll address this, our coaches will address this with all of you. Have a plan going in here, right? Before you even get into this workout, have a plan, right? You're going to want to know, how you're going to attack this prior to. And in that case, you're always going to want to plan, right? You're always going to want to plan, right, going into a workout or plan of attack if you have the time. Right? Why wouldn't you create a plan? If you're trying to prepare for the game, I look at football, from literally Sunday after the game that the NFL pros get done, they're literally working and focusing on the next game, right? So they have that entire week to focus on that next game. It then changes the game. Say they have to go back to back or a surprise game, meaning, hey, time to go. We got this team that we've never seen before, have no info, no nothing, right? We just have to get up and go. So two opposite ends of the spectrum, meaning I know who my opponent is and I'm going to prepare and plan of attack. Well, that's how I want you to look at each and every one of these workouts, right? Especially when we have the choice, right? Especially when each individual has their choice, meaning I don't put up certain amount of weights, or I don't put up a, you can say that you can break it up in any order, like today. So there's some benefit of breaking it up, and there's some cons of breaking it up, and there's some pros of doing it all as written, and then there's some cons of doing it all as written. But no matter what, we're improving and we're getting better. All right, and that's what I love about this. Look at this. Spent 20 minutes on here already, man. I'm just jamming, talking to myself, loving it. I appreciate those of you not listening, you know? Oh, by the way, check this out. I got this camera up here. Boom. We got the coffee over there. So here's the deal with the coffee. Number one, I envision a legit coffee shop, a legit coffee, thing, because Starbucks is not going to be an option, especially at $2.81 or whatever it is, close to $3 a cup. That's not going to happen. And two, why not have it here close to us, right? Starbucks is way too far away. Like, it's all the way in the D&W. No, I'm just totally kidding. It is not far away at all. In fact, I'm going to say 99% of the time I will walk to D&W if we need to. I will not get into the vehicle and drive, especially at 17 miles a gallon. But now, if it was a hybrid and I can put it in electric mode, now we're talking. Like, literally from here all the way over there, not all the way over there, but like very short to D&W. Now, if I can be in EV mode, electric vehicle mode, now I would do it. I would think about it, especially in the winter. But on the flip side, I go back and immediately what's popped in my mind is this David Goggins video. Okay, and now this David Goggins video is this dude is running in 42 degrees and rain. Like, for me right now, it would be like that's like summer. That's like beautiful. Right now it's like 20 degrees and snowy, and we have the Murph Mile. So it's all perspective, but he's done some things that I could only, I'm going to say that I wish I would be able to do, which is get through buds 3 times and run 60 miles in one time. And the list of the things that man has done and continues to do is mind-boggling to me. And so I'm just only trying to be a fraction of that, which is way more than I want, like way more than I need to be in a sense. And so I'm good, and I'm going to keep motivating and keep. And Jason said something to me this morning how like he looks up to me, right, as a coach, and that kind of hit me as far as like that's real. People are looking up, and people are looking at us, and we're motivating them and we're encouraging them, and you really don't see it, right? If you're kind of in your own bubble and you're just kind of focusing on doing the right things, like you really don't know the influence that we're having. And just by, for example, that video that I posted yesterday, I got a comment. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And so I'm not going to call out any names or anything, but so let me see if I can put this up here. Can you see that? No, you can't really. All right, I'll read it. It said, I loved your message about the gym routines not working. I miss what little CrossFit I did do. Wish my head could handle the workouts. Went from, all-American wrestler to exercise intolerance from post-concussion syndrome. Really wish I could do this. All right. So, that was my, and actually let me just play it since we're talking about it and we have the ability to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That's the beautiful thing about this. So what I'm going to do is hit this button up here, choose file, and we're going to play this. So this is a video I made yesterday, or put out yesterday, at least, about changing the patterns. Quit spending time 4 hours in a gym. It's not going to work. It hasn't worked. It's not going to work. It will continue not to work. So change it. You have to change it. Change the patterns that are producing zero or the results that you don't want. Yes. So, which is true, okay? So, which is absolutely so true. and I get on this a lot. People spend way too much time in the gym. 4 hours in the gym for what reason? Like, we only have 24 hours in a day, and in a lifetime, you only have a certain amount of hours. So you need to be efficient and effective as possible within those hours. And spending 4 hours in the gym, like, unless you're, and I'm almost bit myself in this, like, nobody should, and I don't think anybody should. Like, absolutely people should, that are being effective, that are actually seeing the results, that are doing the things that they want to or enjoy doing. Okay? The only people that I'm talking to in that video are the people that spend way too much time in the gym and aren't getting the results that they want or that that they're looking for. All right? I'm not talking about the people that spend 4 hours in the gym getting better and better and better. And, like, if you compare that, like, literally, if I put in 4 hours of, like, good, solid effort, even 3.5 with, like, breaks and, like, drinking water, not like 4 hours continuously, like, meaning manageable 4 hours, but you're consistently doing something, and you're going to see the results there. Like, and if you put that same athlete up against the same other athlete, similar statistics, literally like a mirror image, but one works 1 hour a day and one works 4 hours a day. At the end of 6-month period, or, a 6-week cycle, the person that worked out 4 hours a day is absolutely going to be much better than the person that worked out 1 hour a day. I'm going to say much better. That's kind of relative too, depending on, the technique or what they're actually focusing on. Now, if they just focus on, like, cleans, now that person is absolutely going to be better. Now, is it going to be that much better or that worth it? That's not up to me to decide. That's not up for anyone else's decision. That has to be up to that own person. So if you're good, if you're solid, if you feel really good about being in the gym 4 hours a day and you're pumped and you're not complaining about, not having enough time with your family or to, not making enough money or doing this or that, like, if you're good, then you don't need to I'm not talking to you. Like, you're good. I'm talking to the people that spend 4 hours a day that are still unhappy with their body, that are still, have no clue what to do, like, or that they think they have a clue, that they're not seeing any results, and they don't have time for other things. So, we found a way, a program, and again, we didn't invent this. This is CrossFit. This is that mentality of, the HIIT, but incorporating these three modalities, or these three things, which is gymnastics, cardio, and weightlifting, right? And you continuously change up those three things and all of those movements and constantly vary those and continuously do it. I mean, today's workout literally took me 10 minutes and 2 seconds. And I was pissed because I was trying to get under 10 minutes, and I just didn't. And I kept tripping up on the rope. My legs were just shot, and, making all these excuses, but it is what it is. And I ended up with 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Now, I'm going to say, like, seriously, there's people out there, and, I'm going to say that they would, I got 10:02, but I'm going to put 9:59. Like, nope. Like, nobody cares about your time. Be truthful and be honest with yourself, right? Like, be truthful and honest, because if, in fact, I go and do this workout, like, if I really didn't get 9:59, I'm not going to remember that. Like, or if my whole thing, if I just kept lying and I lied about, like, don't, like, just put in what you did. And, we're going through this with our son, and, people lying, and, I just blame myself, because I tell you this, I wasn't honest my whole life. And I struggled with things that I lied about, and they were little, and then they were big, and then they were all in between. And it's like, for now, I mean, like, not for now, forever, like, and what I realize now is, or recently, is that it is never worth it, not one single time, to lie or, tell the truth. I mean, it just, the truth will always win forever, and that will never change. Now, I'm not talking about, like, wife puts something on and, oh yeah, honey, you look really great. But in reality, the only reason why you're like, be truthful, like be honest, because now if that it'll always come back. It seems it will, and like as experience, it always comes back. And so always tell the truth. And I'm saying 10:02 because I easily could have said, yep, I sub 10, and then try to beat Ava. But in reality, like Ava's gonna crush this workout anyway, and she's gonna and at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter. And so that's my little rant on. I was trying to hit under 10 minutes, but I kept tripping up, and I literally got 10 minutes and 2 seconds. So that's what I got, and that's it. So 30 minutes now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long podcast. Two loves. Let me bring up the workout here for you to see. I'm Coach P. Kernow, and nope, that was a different workout. And then boom, oh no, that's the logo. Cool. All right. So enough ranting today. That's some good audio. That's some good content. This is going to go up on YouTube. I hope I had a chance to save this thing. Hopefully we have some memory here. And I'm going to finish this up. So question of the day today, prepare for. If you made it this far, please drop your answer in the comments. Drop your answer. Prepare for battle is my answer. Prepare for battle. We're getting texts in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a fantastic day. Stay warm, get a workout in, and prepare for battle. Have a great day. By the way, we're going on live, Ava and I, 9 a.m., weekdays. We're going to have a better situation. We're going to be more even, more centered, so it's not going to be me up close and her back. So these are all good things, and we're getting better. Any of your feedback, please let us know. If you enjoy it, please go ahead and follow or, let us know. Comment, drop some love. All right, see ya.